Hi everybody, I have a story here from Laura. Here we go. Hi Ali, you can use my name Laura. I seriously appreciate and thank you for all the effort you make in calling out the narc in its raw and ugly core. It has to make you feel good that you are helping a lot of people in more ways than one. Just going to take a guess on this, but I'll bet this job is more of a challenge than you bargained for, but it also must be extremely rewarding to know you make such a difference in so many lives. For me personally, you have given me that extra nudge of strength and confidence in who I am and truly understand the depths and ugliness of these characters are made of. My days are ending with this 14-year narc husband. I can almost taste the sweet days to just being just me again and permanently freeing myself of this emotionally chaotic 14-year disease I've been living with. I certainly won't miss the daily emotional dysregulation. I'm sorry I can't donate anything today. Short this week, but hoping you can offer some introspective of thoughts and comments that can somehow lead me in the right direction. Ollie, I respect anything you say, but please go easy on me as I have hit the top of the totem pole and feel so emotionally fragile. Although I am aware that I need to stay strong and remain focused more than ever, he's trying so damn hard to get me to fold. Even sitting in my room with the doors between us, I feel this hatred and anger that his supply is running on empty, and he can't stand the fact that I am leaving. He is trying to control who and when he will pay so that I can move out of here. I'm going out of my mind, and I promise I have no one to turn to and nowhere else to go. He has told so many lies to so many people that I really don't trust anyone anymore and just don't want to be bothered. I am too emotionally broken to even speak to anyone and reach out for help and support. I am exhausted. I am holding on to hope and faith and feel like once I get out of this tornado, I begin to heal and wind down. By the way, I also wanted to thank you for your last video response to me, the Peg Bundy homemaker, where for some reason you thought I didn't have a job but do work about 25 to 32 hours a week in healthcare. No, I knew you had a job. I knew you had a job, but you had pulled back because of this relationship. It wasn't saying you didn't have a job, but you were working part-time. I have been out the past week due to appointments with the mediator regarding my divorce, plus my emotional stance is out of whack, to say the least, which is also causing huge back and neck pain as well as migraines. Ever since I act completely like a rock, he uses every chance he gets to try to get a rise out of me. He asks me to look him in the eyes, and when I glance up at the ceiling instead of doing what he wants, he tries and eggs me on more. I've asked him to stop bullying me, which of course he denies that he does this, then proceeds to ask more questions about my life or what's going on with this and that. Then he claims I'm not being honest and some other and other bullshit that's right out of left field. I don't get it. Below is an email from my narc husband, which was addressed to the mediator that paints an ugly picture of me and is all over the map. I'm hoping you will read it aloud so that other viewers can hear the similarity of these characters' nonsensical, illogical lies that seem so convincing that most people would believe I'm the crazy one. This email is actually a response to my inquiry with the mediator raising concerns over monetary issues, namely his obsession with money and his need to control it all the time while limiting my access to funds, creating a situation to where I have to ask him for money. It is ridiculous. So here is my response to my inquiry to the mediator about my concerns over him not complying with a few terms of our temporary agreement. You don't have to say the mediator's name aloud. Thanks. Absolutely true. I have not told you what I had in checking. I told you that I would charge on my limited charge card the little bit of food you get, your cigarettes, and get your meds. You gave you $40, filled up your gas tank, and told you when I get paid Saturday that I'll give you $100. By the way, he never said that. 4, I'm doing the best I can with what I got. I am more willing to be in front of you and our son and show you exactly what I have in the bank. I have emailed you what I have in the bank. I'll email to Eric. I'll email to Eric as well. But the waste time on email constantly saying I am holding you financially hostage is ridiculous. I don't even know if you're working anymore. You don't communicate. How can you say I am holding you hostage? I pay every single bill in this house. I go grocery shopping. I support you 100%. And yet I'm holding you hostage. I'm having a real hard time with all this. I don't see that. Really, you don't? I'm paying everything. I'm not telling. Absolutely true. Oh wait, absolutely not true. I told you what I had in checking. Yeah, you control every cent, but you're not trying to control her financially? Why doesn't she pay? Why are you paying all the bills? Who asked you to pay all the bills, fuckhead? Nobody. You're doing it as a means of control. You're holding yourself hostage by not being honest and transparent and telling us what's really going on. Look, I know this is very hard, but the relationship is over and I am willing to do anything I can to keep you comfortable. But for God's sakes, let's stop this. Please, I beg you to escape the things going on and don't have to panic. Doesn't have to happen on August 1st with at least sign it so this way we can get something going. That's not me. That's holding up anything. Remember. Anything up, Laura. Remember that. Good night. I've had a long day. I have to get up at 4:30. Have a good sleep. Hope you feel better. Tony. I love the way he says, get your meds, as if to send a message to our mediator. I take drugs or I'm crazy. He also makes it sound as if I'm conducting espionage when he says not being honest and to tell what's really going on. Amazing. He's such a dick, and after 14 years, it's not as easy as one would think to just get out of that Dodge that quickly after filing for divorce. I think I'm so excited because I know I'm moving out, but it can't happen fast enough. Unless you have support, it's hard to do alone, especially since he has triangulated so many people out of my life. It's not even funny. Here's my question to you. Do narcissists generally have no regard for the law? I know they are bullies. I have never seen them disrespect the law. I am also concerned over him stating in the email that I'm not being honest. It's insinuating that I'm a liar. Well, yeah. I mean, that's what happens in divorce. You call each other liars. I just don't tell him much of anything nor share any kind of feelings whatsoever. And that seems to bother him, evidently. I have no desire to even utter a word when I'm in the same room. What are your thoughts? Thanks again, Ollie. Sincerely, Laura. Yeah, what you're doing is driving him crazy because you're not giving him what he wants. Narcissists don't necessarily not have respect for the law. A lot of them don't, but they all think they're smarter than it. It's not a lack of respect for the law all the time. They just think they're smarter than it. Narcissists think they're smarter than everybody, so why not the law too? They think that they can manipulate, gaslight, build a flying monkey army out of anything. Out of anything. When he says he paid all the bills, all you got to say is, who asked you to? Who asked you to? I could have paid the bills. I know how to work a checking account, but that's not what you want. You want to keep me under your thumb financially and then play martyr and victim. And that's how he thinks he's smarter than the law, by setting up this scenario. You should continue not acknowledging him, not talking to him, spending as little time as possible in the house, and continue to get out as fast as you can. Other than that, Laura, you're doing everything you can. But understand, It's not necessarily he doesn't have respect for the law, he just thinks he's smarter than it. So maybe in a way he doesn't. But does it really matter? He's an idiot. Karma will catch up to him as it is already. Thank you for your story. I appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any advice or opinions in the comment section below. And again, if you have a story you'd like read on the channel, you have a narcissist you'd like me to expose, or a topic you'd like me to cover, you know what to do with the PayPal and my email links in the description box. I'll have the video right back to you. This is Ollie Matthews. Thanks for watching. See you all again soon.